When we think about Tiffany and Company, we might imagine some of the world's finest products. But how much do you know about the designer who set their legacy in motion? Hi everyone, Ken here. Welcome to This House. Today, we are exploring Laurelton Hall, the home of Louis Comfort Tiffany. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an exciting episode of This House. In 1848, Louis Comfort Tiffany was born to a highly respected and wealthy family. His father, Charles Tiffany, was the founder of New York City's Tiffany and Company, selling imported jewelry and precious stones, including some of the French crown jewels. The company had an excellent reputation as the world's finest retailer of jewels, and with that reputation came very wealthy clients who were happy to pay top dollar. This made Charles a rich man, so he built his Manhattan mansion at Madison and 72nd Street to raise his family. Louis was inspired to no end by the finest jewelry in the world which surrounded him. So it was no surprise that by the time he was ready to choose a career for himself, he decided to pursue art. After graduating from military school, he studied under great American painters such as George Inness and Samuel Coleman, later attending the National Academy of Design. After graduating, he set off to become a painter and made some truly beautiful artwork, but his interest quickly shifted. He had become enamored with glassmaking, experimenting with different methods to create stained glass. In his earliest work, he would use fragments of broken jars, the glass of which had been cheaply made and full of impurities. When he experimented with more expensive glass, he found that the lack of impurities led to the stained glass being too uniform, without the ability to refract and manipulate light passing through. He began introducing opal to his glass to create opalescent glass, and with his father's help, purchased a patent for the copper foil technique and opened his own glass factory. Quickly, he rose to prominence as one of the world's greatest artists, creating everything from Tiffany lamps to stained glass windows to finishing out entire interiors, such as the Mark Twain House in Hartford, Connecticut. This caught the attention of then U.S. President Arthur, who commissioned Tiffany to do the interior design work for the White House. Now with a successful career of his own, he began mass manufacturing glass products, which made him even wealthier. Around the turn of the century, he purchased 600 acres on Long Island, New York, and began designing his dream house. Finished in 1905, at a grand total of $2 million, or the modern-day equivalent of nearly $34 million, the 84-room Art Nouveau mansion was ready for Tiffany to move in. Here he had complete creative freedom to create a surreal landscape of ponds and fountains, connected by winding trails as he attempted to blur the lines between indoor and outdoor space. Rooms extended from the house into the gardens, with large seasonal rooms doing the same. As you explored the property, the house would surprise you with unexpected bridges and tunnels disappearing into the lush foliage. And where the house met the sea, a strict grid of geometrically based design emerged, existing as a buffer, transitioning the planar water into the built environment. The interior of the home continued with these nuances, with interior courts overgrown with plants and adorned with Islamic motifs crafted by Tiffany himself from mosaic tiles and glass. Fountains could be found in the vast atriums, with Tiffany's art glass mirroring the organic forms of the plants surrounding them. The centerpiece of the living room was a whimsical chandelier cast and molded by Tiffany himself, with glass appearing to bubble over its delicate metal framework. To one end of this room, Tiffany saw every window as an opportunity to display his artwork, with intricate stained glass boasting scenes of people interacting with nature. We can only imagine the dizzying and glorious array of colors which would have flooded this space. Tiffany later added a chapel to his house, which he had designed for the 1893 World's Exposition in Chicago. He enjoyed living to create every day in his house, even hosting students for the Louis Comfort Tiffany Foundation, where he would instruct creative minds. Upon his passing in 1933, he donated the house to the foundation, which later sold it in 1949. But 8 years later, in 1957, a fire broke out and consumed the house. Thankfully, one of his students was able to salvage most of the stained glass, as well as the chapel, to be placed on display at the Morse Museum in Orlando, Florida, where visitors can enjoy the largest collection of Tiffany glass in the world. Thank you all for watching. What did you think about Louis Comfort Tiffany's house? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. And while you're there, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an exciting episode of This House. I would also like to take a moment to say a very special thank you to our This House supporters, whose names you can see on screen right now. If you would like to see your name on the screen and contribute to the production of these videos, join our membership program today. I'll see you next time on This House.